Anyway, let's do today's crossword. It is called, guidelines, and basically it's a massive jigsaw. So this is what it looks like. Across and down clues are given in no special order, but their answers do belong in symmetrically matching spots in the grid. Since the diagram contains no bars to show where entries begin and end, we offer 6 guidelines, shaded rows and columns, to help you find your way. Each guideline contains a pair of entries totaling 13 letters. These 2 entries are clued consecutively in each case, but the guidelines are listed randomly. An additional guide is given by the 9 circled letters occurring, as they're circled in the thing, they're shaded extra dark here. The 9 shaded letters occurring at the guidelines intersections, reading from left to right and top to bottom. Clue answers include 8 capitalised words. Evening, Catus. My friend had an Alex Horn signed Taskmaster book, which he then asked Greg to sign, and he screamed. That is amazing, and I just love everything about Taskmaster. It's just wonderful. I have held a door open for Charlie Brooker. That is my claim to fame in terms of Charlie Brooker. I've held a door open from him, and I once worked in an office next to his, hence why I opened the door for him at one point in time. Just so showbiz, aren't I? So let's try and do the guidelines, because they're going to be the structure, the skeleton of this crossword. Debut of guidelines. Give me a first chance to go through, so don't shout out the answers. Wait until I've either got it or I'm asking for hints. So these guidelines, 2 clues, 13 letters in total. They're clued consecutively, so they're in the right order, but we don't know which guideline is which. So we've got A, B, C, D, E, and F, but we don't know which guideline is which. It does shorthand it, probably just as difficult. Debut of guidelines with sharp new diagrams. Okay, I've got this one. Yeah, I guess. Oh dear. Naughty Nightbot. But why it allowed Hologrose and not Meredith? Obviously, Meredith, you're on its naughty list. Oh, DX, that's such a good idea. I don't know what it means, but I will. Debut of guidelines with sharp new diagrams. Type this one in the chat now if you think you've got it. I've got this one. Can't put it anywhere in the grid, mind you, but I've got this one. I've got graphs. They're multiplying. And Catnip is being that person. It's debut of guidelines. That's the first letter of guidelines. G, and then new, sharp, anagram of sharp, graphs. Well done, effrontery. Never mind. Stuff amplifier into electrical connector. Stuff amplifier into electrical connector. Cable, stuff, things. Amplifier is amp. So we cram. We're going to put amp into whatever this electrical. Is it plug? What type of donut was it, Catnip? Because it looks like a good point in front of me. Because it looks like they're all different types, your non-standard ones. I'm not getting A2. No, donuts shouldn't have caramel fillings. That's no. Stuff. Amplifier into electrical connector. Something plug. So it's a something plug. Electrical connector. Is there such a thing as a PAM plug? I'm looking at that, Sean, and it ends in IE, whatever it is. There is not a PAM plug. Am I close with the something amp plug? Like a 4 amp plug or something. Am I putting amplifier in an electrical? You're close with the amp. Okay. Stronger hints, please, for this one. Oh, yes, Sean. Good. Got it now. It's upsy now that I can put the IE on the end. stronger hints on this one, s'il vous plaît. Kratos has it. I associate the electrical connector with headphones. So I call that oh, is it going to be like an earbud or something? Earbud. It's this little thing, isn't it? But what does that mean? 3.5. It's called exactly what DX has said. It's a 3.5 mm little thing. Not a 6.25 mm. No, it's the 3.5 mm. I don't know. What's the first letter? A jack. It's called a jack. So jam pack. There it is. So put amp in the jack, you get jam pack. Now we can't put that in any of these yet because we don't know, so we're going to have to solve the rest of the guidelines. Good point, Mark. Yeah. Meat company caught in prohibition. Meat company caught in prohibition. Okay, happy with this one. I have a feeling these guideline ones are going to be slightly easier because they're going to form the structure of our grid. So I've got this one. So if you've got B1, type it in the chat. Type it on the chat. It does put a J on the crossing. Green RAPHS. Oh, it does. That's a good point. So either this square, or this square is going to be a J. Oh, or this square, or this square. One of those is going to be a J. Bacon, back on here. Good. Good. It's co for company in ban for prohibition. And that's a type of meat. It is bacon. Sir Francis, yes indeed. The tastiest of all the sirs. Republican attorney criticises rundown buildings. Republican attorney criticises rundown buildings. Now, this is from June 1998. So I reckon it's going to be a particular attorney from 1998. Is that going to be the case, Catus? Yeah, what's the numbers of the diagrams? It's the number of letters in the answers. So this is not only a cryptic crossword, but this is an unusual cryptic crossword. So Crash, this is a literal crash course for you. It is not. Okay, Republican is R then. Attorney at criticises pans rat. It's going to be rat something, isn't it? Is it going to be rat something? Because your attorney is AT. Attorney's ATT. Rat traps. Criticises his pans, but I think if you criticise, you rap, yes? So I'm hoping it is rat traps, and a rat trap would be like a rundown building. I'm hoping I'm going to get a chorus of yes, and I'm getting it, so that's good. And so a rundown building is a rat trap. If you criticise something, you wrap it, and it's after R and ATT. Herb's shilling added to money deposited with the court. Herb's shilling. Is that S in old money? Pounds, shilling and pence was L, S and D. We could use pound, shilling and pence again, according to the government. Hooray! They're gonna allow us to sell in only pounds and ounces and imperial units, which is, I couldn't care less. It's a stupid move. But anyway, as long as never mind. Anyway, shilling is S. Added to money deposited with the court. CT is usually court. What herb has got CT in it? Herb, basil, thyme, mint. Love a bit of mint with lamb. Money, MO. So we're gonna get SMOCT. Smocked. Not liking that. Very much not liking that because it's wrong. Hint, please. Warble, hologrow. Thanks, DX. Yes, that's why sometimes there's more than one number in brackets. Smack. Yeah. Smocked bagels. Money deposited with the court. That's bail. So it's basil. So we're putting bail. This came up on Monday, bail, and I didn't get it then either, did I? Or Tuesday. It was recent anyway. We're putting an S in bail for a herb. Basil. Catching cold, mother experiments with moulds. Catching cold, mother experiments with moulds. Okay. This is going to be, the definition is going to be moulds. Cold is C. We're going to put C in mother experiments. So mother is usually ma or mom. I'm going to go with ma. Experiments. Is that going to be tests? Exams, finals, tests. And then we're going to put a C in that. Mac tests, which is of course what you do when you start up your iPad or something. It's got to be something to do with that. It's got to be a type of mould, so it might be a slightly unusual word. I'm still new as well, as DX will testify. Can I have a hint, please? Is mother MA in this instance? Mould. A mould is a penicillin. It's a horrible little furry thing. Mother is Ma. I should have you on stream, Warble J. Because someone's going to be on Only Connect again soon, aren't they, Warble J? Ooh, if you want to see what Warble J looks like in the flesh, he has no reflection, of course, as he's a vampire, but in the flesh, Monday, 8:30 p.m. Is it 8 or is it 8:30? It's 8, isn't it? Different word for experiments. So, tests, trials, and I'm not broadcasting next week either. I'm having next week off, so you'll actually be able to watch it live and see Warble J live. What is the first letter of the word meaning experiments? This is a bit of a crossword-ease choice. I was after, so I've got Ma, so I'm after the T. Matrices. Oh, it is matrices. Because it's tries. If you experiment, you try. So if we put C in that, we get matrices. In how does that mean mould? Okay, going to have to look that up. So, plural of matrix, yes. It's an obsolete term for the womb. The place in which anything is developed or formed. The bed on which a thing rests. A mould, e.g. for casting, printing type. So it's not the biological type. It is a mould for printing. Ah, yes, indeed. I was going to say I was put off by the spelling, but of course both types are spelt wrong in this, or differently, not wrong. D. Prepare a salad using voila, crisp tortillas. Prepare a salad using voila, crisp tortillas. If you prepare a salad, you toss, and voila is ta-da! So it's tostadas. So it's ta-da in toss. That's a lovely clue. The matrices. We should, I think, canonically call them the matrices, really, shouldn't we, in terms of that film series. Archer's weapon that is a sort of knife. Archer's weapon that is a sort of knife. This is fairly straightforward if you've heard of this type of knife. If you haven't, then this is not straightforward. You've just had a donut catnip. Have another one. Have a third. Type this one in if you think you've got this one. Archer's weapon that is a sort of knife. I'm going to have to look up the type of knife it is. Let's have a look. Yes, of course I googled for it, and it comes up with a singer. Rather than a knife, it is Ziggy. Yes, it's a bowie. The archer's weapon is a bow, and that is IE from the Latin, id est. And that's a type of knife, a bowie knife, and oh, okay, that is not a pleasant knife, having just Googled it. That's a very stabby knife. I was going to show it in case you didn't know what it was, but I'm not going to because it's just not needed. Ground resistance assumed by Prisoner of War Act. Ground resistance assumed by Prisoner of War Act. DX has a good point. I'm sure there's a knife out there that is not a stabby knife. Yes, Catnip is also saying. So resistance could be R. Yeah. Prisoner of War is POW, and we're going to put an R in that, so we get prowl. Spready knives. Spready knives, those are just spatulas. I want this to be prowess. What is a proud deed? An act is a deed, or Can I have a hint, Hologrow, please? Ground could be an anagram indicator, but I don't think so. I fully encourage the chat to go into these weird places like spready knives. So it's not prowess, which I keep thinking it is. An act. An act is a deed. It is something you do. It is a verb. It is move the R. Oh, okay. So we've got POW. And if it is a deed... Oh! POW deed. And if we put an R, but later, you put in that, and then if something is grounded, is powdered. Thank you, Hologrow. That's good. We haven't had any other J's yet to help solidify things. When we get another J in one of these clues, we are going to be all over the place. Endorse a letter from Greece for a Congolese native. Endorse a letter from Greece for a Congolese native. Okay. Endorse. You up, you support, you're for. And then it's going to be like mu or nu or pi. It's going to be one of the Greek letters. Congolese native. Places along the Congo. There's the Democratic Republic of the Congo. There's the other Congo. A non-human native. Okay. That's true, Catnip, actually. That's true. It's so often a Greek letter that actually that would be quite cryptic if it was one of the letters in Greece. It's very rarely done like that, but it is done. So, what animals live in Central Africa that are 5 letters, probably ending in a vowel? If you endorse, you okay. You do okay, don't you? It's a very crossword word, absolutely. Type this animal in the chat if you think you got it. It's okay. That is the start of it. A is A in this case, and the Greek letter is pi. And there's an okapi. Now, this one I might show on stream, because what does an okapi look like? It looks like... Oh, okay. Not how I was expecting, because I couldn't have told you. Okay. No, I can't show you, because it's gonna do that. Fine. Yes, can't show you. It's a cross between a thing and a thing. Half giraffe with zebra legs. Yeah, that's a good, but not the long neck. Sort of half zebra, half horse, maybe? Anyway, quite cute. One on board mixes up flights. One on board mixes up flights. Oh, is this going to be a hidden? Don't think so. Mixes up is an anagram indicator, but but I don't see what it will be an anagram of. It's in the giraffe family. Okay. I do like the description of Giraffe Centre, though. One on board. Passenger. Mixes up flights. One on board maybe stirs. So we're going to put the letter I for one on inside or on board, mixes up. So royals or something. Or what about stars? Because flights are stairs. So if you mix up, can you star? I want it to be stairs, but I'm not sure why. And I'm hoping that that's right and that you'll now tell me why. It's close. Okay. A is 1. Oh, A is 1 and then put that in stirs. Ooh, it makes me feel all horrible. But that we will do. Okay. And finally, goodness of people using army vehicles. Okay. We've got to have a J in here somewhere, I think. And an army vehicle with a J in it is a Jeep. So, goodness of people using army vehicles. Jeep. Jeepers. Jeep. Someone who uses a Jeep. It probably should. Let me check. I forgot to copy that bit. Actually, I did not forget to copy it. It was not in my document. But yes, it will be 7 because it needs these two things need to total 13 letters. So it will be 7. Jeepers. Then, okay, what does Jeepers mean? I thought it meant my goodness. Oh, yeah, as in my goodness. So goodness is absolutely fine. People using army vehicles. Jeepers, right. Let's put some of these into the grid. We know that that's in the middle of that set, and it's in the middle of that set as well. So the J goes here. I'm going to put them in this way, and I might end up transposing it in a second. Because we will get a message in the extra shaded squares reading across and down. So we've got stairs and jeepers that way, and graphs and jam pack. And what else have we got? We've got an air, so that is that dealt with, and stairs and jeepers. The rotation could well matter. It'll be a transposition. Powdered and Okapi. P-O-W-E-R-E-D. No. P-O-W-D-E-R-E-D. So powdered, that puts powdered, the powdered Okapi, probably a powerful aphrodisiac. Actually, we probably shouldn't joke about that because I'm sure that will have been used as an aphrodisiac at some point in time. What hasn't been? And then that'll give us tostadas and Bowie along here. Tostadas and Bowie. So we've got what have we got left? Basil matrices and bacon rat traps. Okay, so I've put it in the wrong way. Basil. I probably could have done it a quicker way. Graphs, jam pack. And powdered Okapi. Those are the acrosses because it's sucker. How do you say it? The A is actually there. So we can put these all back in again. So we got bacon rat traps over here. Magic, that's what's going on. bacon, rat, traps, stairs and jeepers. And what is the other one? Grass gem, pounded okapi, stairs, jeepers, tostardas, bowie, tostardas, bowie. So we've now got the framework of our grids. Those are all done. So the aim of this this puzzle is now to just do all the acrosses and the downs and try and start fitting them in. It will be a symmetrically matching spots in the grid. So it doesn't tell us what type of symmetry. Oh yes, that's a very good point. We can add bars for those. You are absolutely right. So let's do that. So we've got there. Oh no, wouldn't. What's can we do that here? Is this J not going to get cut off? But because we got that and we got that, so it does all work, but apart from that J. So maybe we can't. Maybe it is diagonal symmetry. It doesn't say what symmetry we're dealing with, which is unusual because normally it would. So maybe it is. Okay, let's try and fit these in the grid. One across. Discover large gain. Discover large gain. Regal. Is it an anagram of large? Don't think it is. Large is L. Discover, you spot, you learn. You earn if you gain it. So large gain is earn. That could go anywhere at this point in time. Don't quite know where that's going to go. So, yeah. Oh, Caroline, you just stick around for the second crossword if you want a normal crossword. This is not that crossword. Nursery supplies 501 newly developed pairs. Okay, 501, that's going to be Roman numerals, that's DI. Newly developed pairs, anagram of pairs for some nursery supplies. Okay, American word here. Is an American setter, of course. Oh, indeed. Indeed. But they've been coping so far. I've been very impressed. Type this if you got this. Go for it. Catnip in particular. Who's probably on a sugar high right now. Diapers, did you say? Diapers. Anagram of pairs after DI. Bauble says nappies, of course. Now, we should be able to fit this one in. Because it's 7 letters long. So we'll have to cross at least 2 of these. Where does it go? I think it goes here. Could it go anywhere else? I'm going to put it in there, you know. Let's do this thing. Oh, no, it's not. That's wrong. Nope. Nope. D-I-A-P-E-R-S. There we go. There we are. I'm happier with that. L2 says Marky. Yeah, I think so. So let's put some lines around that then. Where are Sacagawea? What is Sacagawea? Could also fit 10B. Oh, well, that's irritating. So I'll hold off then in that case. Mean-spirited. So no, it can't. Yes, you're quite right, Warble J. Get in a box. So can't fit 10B. I think it has to go there. We don't know what symmetry, but at least we've got a thing there. Okay, next one. Mean-spirited sort of notice is found in street. Street is ST. It could, however, fit 10D. Ugh. It could. J4. Oh yes, or J4. Okay, right. Let's get rid of that. So I'm boldening the lines in between words because then it'll also help us when we know what type of symmetry the grid has. It'll help us place other words. So we've got S something 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 T because that's street. Sort of notice for mean spirited. Oh, that's true. That is also true. Catus very importantly points out we're dealing with the crosses here, which I had entirely forgotten about. So, so it could go here. Yeah, it could go here. It could go here. There's a few places. I'm not going to put it in. We're going to move on. I don't know what this one is. Sort of notices found in street. I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm going to move on. Jewellery given at evaluations. Jewellery given at evaluations. Assessments, jewellery, earrings, tiaras, anklets, crowns, coronets, nose rings, jewellery. Catnip, what is your guess for number 3? Does anyone else have number 3, by the way? I didn't see if anyone did. DX, what do you think number 4 is? Okay, Modus has got 3. Slimy. It's going to be between ST rather than SY. You think it's snotty, and you think hearing. Okay, because an earring... earring would have 2 R's. Evaluations would be hearings. Earrings! Oh, but it could be said out loud. So we got sadist for this one. I'm quite liking you. Is the American version with 1 R. So sort of notice is add, is, and we put all that in street for a sadist. And you do get a mean-spirited sort for that, so that's good. Earrings, we use 2 R's, fine. Okay, going to move on 4 then. 5. French priests live in some classrooms, ignoring principle. Okay. Is this going to be the Abba again, Abyss or something like that? Some classrooms, indeed, Hologrow. This is a running joke. It was in a crossword a few weeks ago, and people won't let me forget it. But I don't think it is. Some classrooms would be. Some classrooms are going to be a 6-letter word, and we're going to take off that first letter word, first letter of the word, and get a 5-letter word. And for French priests, do you think it is? Do you think it is Abbas? Some classrooms are labs. Okay. Night Catnip. If you live, is it? Is in it? You think some classrooms are labs? Okay. Oh, and if you live, you be, yes. So it's labs, take off the first letter for abs, put B in it, and you get abbas. Oh my, okay, it's probably going to go here, but we don't know the exact thing. Could go here equally, could go there, who knows. Oh dear, well he's not here, so we'll rub it in. Next time he's in. Fought in area between Alabama and Missouri. Fought in area between Alabama and Missouri. So A is A. Its area is A. Alabama is A, and Missouri is MO. Someone said Alamo earlier, so well done for Alamo. So that's that. Partners of drunkards seizing picture. Partners of drunkards seizing picture. Partners of drunkards. Something and drunkards. Something. Seizing picture. The thing, what I've decided I'm going to do in this is actually I'm going to go through and do all the crosses and all the downs before we try and fit a lot in, because I think it's going to take a while. Possibly Sean, because there's probably a reason why this crossword is the way it is. I'm not getting 7, so I'm going to move on to 8. Bird bath with red line. Bird bath with red line. 7 is the longest across, but maybe there'll be some longer downs, but that's a silly statement because there's some form of symmetry going on. Bird bath with red line. I'm going to come back to that, Hologrow. Red, bird, sparrow, tub. A bath is a tub. Woodpecker. Oh, hang on. Drunkards could be sots. And it could be ewers in... Ewer... No, it's not. It's not. Sparrow. Bath with red line. A spar. A spar is a bath, and then red is R, and line is a row. Well done. Dishonest, taking flight without pilot. Dishonest, taking flight without pilot. It's dishonest, crooked, something like that. Taking flight, flying without... Yes, flying. Missing its pilot, its first word, first letter. It's lying. Flying becomes lying. Man at the pole is Antarctica's occupant. Man at the pole is Antarctica's occupant. No, wrong. That's better. This is my favourite type of clue. It's a hidden. Man at the pole is an occupant of is Antarctica. Go for it. This is weird. The computer monitor is no more than, say, 1.5 foot away from me. And yet, so that I study them in immense detail, if it's a hidden, I do have to go... Santa, absolutely. It's hidden literally in is Antarctica. Good. Baby bears eating the second of little fishes. Baby bears eating second of little fishes. Clubs. Are there clubs? No. Second of the chubs. Chubs. The second of the is H. Bear is a cub, so bears is cubs. Put an H in that, you get chubs, and that is definitely a type of fish. 5 well-wishers at the heart for every spiteful person. 5 well-wishers at heart for every spiteful person. Usually something like a usurer or something like that. This was tiny bear. 18. We've got all the clues, all the crosses on the thing. On the screen. 5. 5 is V, isn't it? Well-wishers. Fans. Put V in fans for vans. For every is per. Hints, please. Actually, no. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to leave it. It feels horned. Well-wishers. Well-wishers. People who are throwing coins into the little well. Is a well-wisher a fan? For every is per. V, per, a viper. Is it a viper? Well-wishers at heart. Oh, it's the very central letter of well-wishers. Must be that I. Yeah, there we go. Hologrow, have a point. Excellent cluing. Delay ceremony. Having supernatural power. Delay ceremony. Having supernatural power. Spirited. No, that's 8. Delay is to postpone. Ceremony is a rite. Having a supernatural power. ESP. Put put ESPN right. Holograms all over this, I know. And you get a delay, which is some respite. That is, Warble, how would you say it? I'm gonna have to ask you that in person. I'm gonna have to hear you say it. End of some twiggy dark wood. End of some twiggy dark wood. Yeah, got that one. 14 is fine. You would do the ed, the horn ed. Good, Warble. We are still friends. This is fine. Okay, 14. Go for it if you got this one. The end of some is the letter E. If something is twiggy, it's a little bit lean and lanky and bony. And you get ebony, which is a dark wood, as Katus and Hologro are telling me. And Marky V. Congratulations, Marky V. Have a bonus point. And a biscuit. Gym rat exercising in Jordanian archaeological site. Is that... That's Petro, isn't it? But, oh, so Jim is PE, anagram of rat, Petra. There we go. Male and female kiss, surrounded by witnesses. How very heterosexual. Male and female kiss, surrounded by witnesses. Good surface reading of clue, though. I know. They thrust themselves upon us at every possible opportunity in society, don't they? How dare they? Male and... Male is M, female is F? Kiss? Surrounded by witnesses. Kiss can be X. Surrounded by witnesses. In a crowd. That's what I've got, DX. It's not happening. I'm gonna witnesses, seers, eyers, people who watch. I'm going to come back to that one because I want to leave something for like a second pass. Sea god weighing 6,000 pounds. Sea god weighing 6,000 pounds. There's going to be a horrible pun going on here. Going to be a horrible, horrible pun going on here. £6,000 in other units. Don't know how many ounces. It'd be times 14. So 6 times 14 would be 6 times 14, 60 plus 24, 84,000 pounds. Okay. Thank you very much, Derek Agony. I'm going to come... No, I'm not. First letter, please. And congratulations, Crash. This is your first clue and not your last. T. Oh, is it 3? Oh. Tri-ton. It's 3 tons, I assume. There must be 2,000 pounds in a ton, I assume. Oh, that's terrible. Love it. This is why I like crosswords, because they're so bad. And finally, giant Harley Davidson carrying follower towards the west. Giant Harley Davidson carrying follower towards the west. Harley Davidson is HD. Carrying a follower towards the west. So H something D. But then we'll put something backwards in it to get a giant. Hagrid, no. Yes, indeed. I'm with you, Caroline, yeah. American Slam Morning. Okay. In that case, going to move on. Those are the acrosses. Could try to put some of these in. Do we have a K in any of these yet? There's no K in anything because there's a... Oh, that's because that'll be going down. Let's do the downs because if we get a lovely K, a lovely G, a lovely P, there's much more interesting letters Chubs can't go there, but Abbas can, but we don't know where it goes yet because there's two B's in Abbas, annoyingly. So, irritatingly, most of these letters are quite bland, but going down, there's another B up there, of course, as well. In fact, probably Ebony here and Abbas here, probably. A Harley Davidson is a hog. Okay, hang on. So, hog carrying follower towards the west, so it's got to be giant. H-O something 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 G. Holding something a follower. A follower to the west. Is it all going to go to the west then? Goliath. Because that's hog backwards. With tail. Your follower is a tail. There we go. Goliath. And that can probably go somewhere. But let's try and do, because there's some much more interesting letters. There's a K. There's a B. There's another K. Why is there more than one K? Maintaining union inaugurates some British rulers. Tudors, Stuarts. Put U in starts, and you get some Stuarts. It's too many K's for the Angry Flaps. That's why. Stuarts is one down. Group fruit right. Group fruit right. There's not enough words in that clue for me. Group set fruit banana right. Oh, fight. Thank you. Not that helps. 3. In India, money raised going into grass mostly. In India, money. What? So it's rupee. Is it rupee? In India, money. So that's rupee. Raised going into grass mostly. Up in reed. I was trying to reverse something because of the word raised, so that's good. Happy with that. Rupee. We got some places that could go. 4. Navy only ordered material. I'm going to go for that. Nylon. N for navy. Anagram of only. Get nylon. Now, is that going to go anywhere? Possibly. That rupee I'm looking at, you know. I'm looking at that rupee. What if it goes here? Do we have anything beginning with U? It doesn't matter because there could be a line there. Oh, this is going to be quite the jigsaw when we get to it. String is wrapped around foremost of evil creatures in Greek myth. String is wrapped around foremost of evil creatures in Greek myth. This is going to be an anagram of string and the foremost of evil E. For some creatures in Greek myth. Ringots? Is that a thing? Not an anagram. Oh, string. Maybe string is twine. Or cord. Creatures in Greek myth. There's gorgons, but there's no E in gorgons. Benny's got this one. Good. Might have to go to you for a hint in a second. What's your first letter, Benny? If string can be a string instrument, it can. Yes, it can. So violin, violin, guitar, a guitar, balalaika, viola, cello, double bass, octobass, lyre. Goodness, what's the first letter, please? What's the first letter of this stringed instrument? I bet I am. Guitar. H. Harp. Harpies. So harp and then, so it's harp and then is. Cheeky, sneaky. And then we put E in harp is for harpies. Yes, there we go. Drains out low points. Yep, happy with that. That's Nadia's anagram of drains. And those are low points. Out being an anagram indicator there. Dances around British insurgents. Dances around British insurgents. Dances. Yep, got that one. Happy with this one. Yes, I had forgotten. Yes, DX, I had forgotten. But what had I forgotten? Well, this is going to be a treat for you, Crash. This is clue 7 down. And I have here the physical embodiment of 7 down. If I do this, because if this is 7 up, then this is 7 down. Hooray! I thank you. Type number 7. Type this one in the chat if you've got it. So a dance. A dance is a reel. You say it's funny. I've been doing it for over a year. Literally been doing that for over a year. A reel is a dance. Put a B for British in that, you get rebel. From there, an insurgent. Drop off last of booze behind a club. Drop off last of booze behind a club. It is a tradition. The day I don't do it, we are going to be so sad. A is A. Last of booze is going to be E. And so we've got A and then a 3-letter club and then an E for drop off. That's the best bit, Meredith. I don't mean to forget. This is the worst thing. I've just become so blasé. Oh yes, it's 7 down. Ah. Thank you, Sean Han. Cricket, a club is a bat. Of course it is. So put bat in A and E, and you get to abate. And if something abated teases, it drops off. Hot pursuits of NEA grantees bucks. Hot pursuits of NEA grantees bucks. Depends when I do it, doesn't it, DX? Very much depends. Sometimes it comes up quite soon. Sometimes it doesn't. Hot is H. Pursuits. Are they your aims or your pursuits, your hobbies? Hot pursuits. Yeah, gonna move on. Get lime mostly blended in cocktail. Okay, anagram of get and lime, but mostly. So we're going to just take the last letter off of lime. Anagram of get lime, and that's going to be. Is there a gimlet? I think there's a gimlet. Pretty sure there's a gimlet cocktail, actually. A small hand tool with a pointed screw tip for boring holes in wood, but also a cocktail made of gin or vodka with lime juice. So it's quite a good clue. Complained about most of piano in Spellbound. Complained about piano in Spellbound. Okay, piano in music will be P. And so we need a word meaning spellbound, sort of agog, wrapped, and we'll get a word meaning complained. 7, anagram of, it's reels around B. Yeah, not that you can probably hear me if your phone has died. That was Gimli, Sean, wasn't it? You've got me. It was Gimli the dwarf. You've got me thinking now. So, spellbound, enraptured, occupied, busy. Are you coming up with new perfumes, everyone? Not spotting it. Not spotting it. Moving. With Kitty, mount a tree. Evening, Jamie. With Kitty, mount a tree. With Kitty, so Kitty could be cat, or it could be a pot. If you mount, you get on. A top, you straddle, poplar, larch. Mount could be M, of course. A could be A. A tree could be a larch. American trees. What American trees do I know? There they are. With Kitty, I think Kitty's going to be pot rather than a cat. First letter for 12, please. First letter. Or anti. True. C. Oh, it's going to be cat then. Cat akin? Cat, isn't there catkin? No. Cat. Catkins. Cat. Mount is Swiss. Okay. Catalpa? Is there a thing such as a catalpa? Catalpa, a low, bignoniaceous tree of the American and Japanese genus Catalpa, with profuse, fragrant blossoms and long, cigar-like pendant pods. CGI mistakenly attack. Anagram of CGI, I'm assuming. So, me neither, Crash. And you should see some crosswords that Foggy, one of my followers, does. He does all the words are like that. Never heard of them. Is this an anagram of CGI? Oh, siege. Okay, there we go. 14. Paid athlete with unfilled promise in Utah City. Okay. Utah City. Okay. Utah is U-H. And with unfulfilled promise. So we're after the name, like, what do you call an athlete who hasn't lived up to their potential? Like, I put that a 3-letter word for that. Oh, it's UT, and it's irrelevant. So Utah City. Salt Lake City's the only city in Utah that I know. Paid, gave money to. Athlete. Paid athlete. Pro. Unfulfilled promise. That's going to be like an IOU. Is it Sue? They're a pro. So it's going to be a pro. Paid athlete is a pro with an unfulfilled promise. If you throw some fouls, you strew, you sow, you propel. An unfulfilled vow. Oh, so if it's unfulfilled, we don't have the last letter. So provo. Provo then. Hoping that there. We'll get to that, Meredith. We'll get to that. I'm just dealing with the clues. Good. Heat to remove unwanted stuff from fish. Heat to remove unwanted stuff from fish. Unwanted stuff might be tat or rubbish. So are we after a fish that's like 8 letters, and when we remove tat from it, we get a word meaning to heat? Arch. You should just be unemployed. That's what it is. Be unemployed. If you heat, you warm to remove unwanted stuff from fish. Indeed, indeed, Meredith. I'm not spotting 15, so we're going to move on to 16. Leave British dramatist King's Hunting Bird. Leave British dramatist King's Hunting Bird. So Hunting Bird, I feel like, is it going to be Skylark? Because it's got a K at the end. And a Hunting Bird might be a Skylark, which I don't think it is. Because I don't see a British dramatist who would be Pinter or Plath or... Stop filling things in. Stop filling things in. I can see you doing it. 16. Sure. Okay. So if you thaw, remove unwanted stuff from. Leave. Yeah, I looked at the wrong clue. British damage. Sure, and then a K. Leave Goshawk. Wow, that's good. Pays for eating orange lifesavers. Pays for eating orange lifesavers. Orange will be O. If you pay for, you... do you bat? If you pay for? I don't think so, because I was after boats for your lifesavers. Vests, rings. What lifesavers have we got? That's weird, Catus. That's interesting. First letter, please. Hologrove, Warble J, Benny. I mean, surely Goshawk can only go in one place. B, pays for... Is it boats, then? If you pay for, you... It's not bail again, is it? Second letter, please. Pays for, you... Buys. And then we get buoys. And finally, busy. I put Ed off. That must be an anagram of I put Ed off. Tied up. We've got all the things. Well, we haven't got all the things. We haven't got 9 or 11 or 15. But we've got enough to start looking now. Surely that's Goshawks. Or Goshawk. Because then we need a 7 here that starts G. What is the symmetry? Because I think it might be diagonal symmetry, but it also fits 5 down. Goshawks doesn't fit 5 down. Gosh8. Does, doesn't it? Okay. Boys, Buoys, can't go there. Where can boys go? Can't go there. Can go there or there. G1 to M1 is 11 down. Okay. Complained about piano in Spellbound. So P is indeed, I think so with the Goshawk thing there. 11 across. First letter, please. We know it's a G. Second letter, please. A Gog. It's going to be an A. It's going to be an A. It's an R. Griped. Gripped. Griped. If you complain about something, you gripe. Put a P in it and get gripped, and then you are spellbound. Good. So if that is gripped, is there anywhere else that gripped can go? G-R-I-P... can go there. That is it. Yeah, it's really annoying as well. It can go there. Catalpa. Siege. Harpies. Harpies must only go in one place, but you're going to tell me that there's 2 places, aren't you? You're going to... not seen Rope. I want to watch it. So Harpies, Harpis, or there. Oh, you're right. This, yeah. That's annoying. Ah. Okay. We're going to have to use crossings. We've got Goliath for the and the what do you mean and the M, Sean? Where's the the M? Gimlet. Gimlet can go in there. Gimlet can go in there. This is all very, very irritating. Well, we might, Catus. I think we're going to go with that. So let's go for it. Gripped. So we're going to put gripped in there. This is all very risky. So we could put gripped in there, and then that. So why are we saying it's 180 degree symmetry, but then that doesn't work with the J? Oh no, because yeah, if it's diagonal symmetry, that would just be this. So I think that's entirely possible. We'll put Goshawk in. So we've got a Goshawk and a gripped. So we'll put them in. That is true. There might be different symmetries in the... Across and down clues are given in no special order, but their answers do belong in symmetrically matching spots in the grid. So, what is DX saying about this FX, Sparrow, Respite, FH, so we need an S in the third place. Where's the S? Where's that going? Oh, hang on, row F. Okay, F. Row F. So we've got a Sparrow. Okay, and then the Respite in the... Yep, that's good. So we can do that. So that will go there and there. Part of the original puzzle. Guideline G. No. Yes, I think you have to consider the vertical ones and then the horizontal ones separately. This is very weird for... or very loose in terms of instructions from Hex. Okay, so those are all those, so it's just the crosses, which I think we've got basically everything on. Is diapers the top one? No, there's learn. Oh, it's so close. Learn also needs to fit. Okay. Have we got a 6 here or something that could go here? Abbas can go here because it now can't go here. So if we put Abbas here, then what is the 5-letter bit? The 5-letter bit is here. Is that right? Yes. So what would go there? Ebony could go there, couldn't it? And in fact, only... Oh no, line could also go there. But that's looking good, so let's put in those lines. And put in those lines. Right. Sadist. People are shouting at me now with sadist. F across. Ooh. So what could go in the other one for H? There's a T in the 4th position. Triton. Okay. So we've got sadist and Triton. So let's mark them as used. What I feel like I haven't There we are. That's what I haven't done. I've marked off Abbas. So one down could be Rebels, and then this could be Nadia's. This is looking good. I think, given there was a bit of a 50-50 at the start, we appear to have gone into it correctly. So we've got Rebels and Nadia's. So that's that. Got 7 but no wordplay. Partners of drunkard seizing pitcher. You think Abbas needs to move 1 to the left? It can't because we've got gripped there. Goliath on B2. Goliath. Oh, that's not bad. So if we put Goliath there, then we would put what there? Ugh. Okay. Okay, lots of things being said now. So, Meredith, what is 7 across? And let's actually fill in the rest of these now, because this might help us now. So 7, Meredith. Abbas is bad. Okay. Are these lines also bad? Because if so, I will remove the lines. So 7 is spouses. So it's souses with P for picture. Wow. Lovely P for the promotion. I know what you're doing there. Does anyone have... So it's P in souses. Has anyone got 4? I think some people had 4. I saw your one though, Meredith. It's fine. Yours was funnier. Wasn't sure on 4. Anyone on 4? Jewellery given evaluations. So spouses we're saying goes in M7. S-P-O-U-S. Yes. So if that goes there, then what goes in the relevant cross one? So we're still not sure on 4. Do we know 16? Some of you had 16 for sure, so could I have that now, please? Surrounded by witness sexes. So male and female sexes kiss. X in C's. Okay, that X is probably going to be unchecked, but okie doke. Group fruit fight. Happy to have this one as well, and in fact 9 as well. And 15, if anyone has any of these, go for it. There's learn as well up top as well. Remember the word learn. Just one word I can't fit on the screen. Grapple. Oh, so GR for group, apple for fruit, and that is a fight. Yep. Which you think goes here. Ah, and then, okay. So if we, gonna have to make that no borders. No borders, come on. There we are. And same with there. And there. And there. Okay. So if we put Abbas there, does this give us something that we can put that ends in H? And then Santa matches it. Oh, yes, it's what... Aha, good. Santa. Right, sorry, I went off into my own little world there. I'll be back with you in a second. Santa and Abbas. Oops. There it goes. So this is not used yet, but grapple is. Gripped against harpies. So there's lots of things coming in at the moment. Do we have, before I move on, do we have 9 and 15? Verb. No, I did see it, but I was moving on, Meredith. And Hologride tell me for across. So, it's okay, I saw it. 9 is hearts. Hot pursuits of NEA grantees. H and then arts. Oh, right, the arts. Okay, good. Yep. 4A. Jewellery. Ratings. Is a rating a jewellery? Piece of jewellery? Fine, okay. And 15. Well, that ratings must go across here. That gives us that. So that's good. So I can fill that in. At is at evaluations. Okay. Jewellery, rings around at for evaluations because they're given it. Good. Okay. So 4 down. We've got gripped there. That is our gripped. And nothing else will fit in that. So we now know that there's bars that go here, here, there, there, there. So we can do the same with 10, can't we? Here, here, here. Nothing, nothing, nothing. And that's harpies, as you were saying. So I'm over it now. Good. Harpies. Building this up. Getting there. So, enjoy, Stephen. Enjoy. We have got... What is going along here? I think we got chubs, and then the last one, then there's nothing, and then it's that. So it's just chubs, and then we'll have something going along here. That's what I reckon is going on. I reckon that'll be sexes, because that X goes there. That is what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. Sexes and chubs. So let's put that in. Sexes and chubs. 1E could be learn going across. Good evening, Minket. So if it is learn, then what have we got here with Petra? Yes, learn and Petra. Okay, let's look at some of the downs now, because we must be able to do some of the downs. Goliath. Kater says Goliath versus diapers in summer crosses. Okay. Learn, which is off the top of the thingy, and diapers. Learn and Petra. So that is that. Diapers. Where's diapers? Where's diapers? Diapers is... Oh, I'm not sure. Provo I can see, though, so I'm going to put that in. Provo is there, which means that we have... it's going to be there. And that's nylon, which I have seen in the chat. You have said it. I'm catching up. You're all giving me really good suggestions. It's me just trying to keep up with all you lots now. Santa has been used. Thank you. J4 is diapers. Aha! And that's going to give us that line with only one thing in it. So that is good. And so now 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So it's the same here. And then we got Goliath. Goliath. So Goliath versus diapers. Match for the ages, as you say. B9 across could be Alamo. Could be. What would this then be? That would then be lying. So lying goes there, and Alamo goes here. So put that in. Alamo lying. So we've still got Viper and Ebony. Okay, I can see them. Yeah, Ebony is going to go here, and Viper is going to go here. So that's all the crosses in, I think, unless I've not spotted something. So we've got Ebony and Viper. So now it's just the downs. Stewart's. Well, I can see Gimlet, and Tied Up. Those are paired. So we can do that. And then, and then it's Stewart's, and there's Catalpa. So Catalpa there, Stewart's, and that's there. So that gives us not there, not there, and not there, not there. And so there's two more of those. There and there. And this has got to be boys. So hang on, what have I used? Hang on, Gimlet, Stewart's, Catalpa, and Tied Up. So there was boys that I've just filled in, and ooh, this is something we haven't got. Smelt, yes. So what is it? How does that work? So we've got boys and smelt. Boys smelt. There's a message. I don't quite know how that clue works, but it's definitely that. We've got a bait here and rupee here. So let's put that in and that in. A bait and rupee. And we've got hearts and siege, which probably are already in the grid. Yes, they are. They're already in the grid. Hearts and siege are already in the grid. And so we have to also do that and that. And that and that. And I think that was wrong. No, that was right. I also need to do there and there and there and there. And I think that is everything. I think that's everything. Can we look at the full grid without the letters? Yes, we can. I mean, we probably want it without the shading as well. Does that help? So Sacagawea was a famous guide. Something to do with the Alamo as well. Because there were a few sort of hints in that, but I don't really know. This is guidelines. Oh, it was Sacagawea was a guide. These are guidelines. That is what is going on. So that's why it was that. It's because they were a guide, and they have helped guide us in towards this puzzle. And that is guidelines.